Big O Tires of Evanston, Wyoming presents the Utah High School Activities Association 1A Girls Basketball State Championship Tournament at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah, and online at kadqradio.com, at live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com. Today's games are also brought to you by Cook Brothers Broadcasting and Deseret Digital Media. We hope you enjoy this presentation of Utah High School Girls Basketball.
Welcome to the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah, the site of this year's 1A State Championship Tournament for the Utah High School Girls Basketball. And your next matchup here today, Duchesne versus Monticello. It's the Buckaroos and the Eagles. And the winner will earn the right to play for 6th and 8th place against Milford, who just got by Valley in overtime, 31-30. We've just had 2 games in a row go into overtime in extra periods. Paiute was defeated by Wayne 70-68 in double overtime earlier this afternoon, and we're just moments away from Duchesne facing off against Monticello. Duchesne comes in, the number 2 team out of Region 17 so far at this tournament. They had a tough first-round matchup against the Wayne Badgers, and Wayne earned that victory 55-40. Duchesne then dropped down and beat Monument Valley easily, 54-26 yesterday. As for the Monticello Lady Buckaroos, the number 1 team from Region 19, 9-1 record in the Region 19 play during the regular season. They met up with Bryce Valley, who's kind of been the Cinderella team of this tournament. Bryce Valley beat Monticello in the first round 55-30. Then Monticello dropped down and beat Manila yesterday 53-42. I mentioned Bryce Valley, the Cinderella team. They got by Monticello in the first round and then squeaked by Paiute yesterday in the quarterfinals, and they'll match up with St. Joseph's this afternoon. It's Duchesne and Monticello here in just a moment. We'll be back with starting lineups and the opening tip right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the 1A Utah Girls State Championship Tournament.
Think about your vehicle. Each time you drive it, you get in, buckle your seatbelt, and push the gas pedal. Does the steering feel loose? Does your front end rattle? If the answer is yes, stop in at Big O Tires of Evanston today and let the team you trust check your front end. It's a simple step to keep you safe when operating your vehicle. Stop in today. Big O Tires, the team you trust, 607 Cheyenne Drive, Evanston.
What makes us stand out from our competition? Knowledge. Certified technicians with the proper state-of-the-art diagnostic and repair equipment. Quality. Genuine AC Delco and quality GM parts. And what makes us stand out from our competition is you, our customers. Intelligent people who know a good deal and quality work when they see it.
We're Castle Rock.
Outstanding.
Welcome back to today's matchup, Duchesne versus Monticello. Duchesne is your visiting team, and the starting lineups, number 22, a sophomore, Melissa Robinson. A senior, number 21, Amara Hudson. Number 3, a junior, Shayla Giles, along with a sophomore, number 5, Alyssa Nielsen. And sophomore, number 41, Michelle Giles is the final starter for the Duchesne Lady Eagles. Again, the number 2 team from Region 17. And coming into this one, they're coming off a victory over Monument Valley, a dominant victory, 54-26 yesterday. And again, you can watch all these games live online at kadqradio.com, live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com. I'll remind you to tune in tonight. We'll have Panguitch versus Rich and St. Joseph versus Bryce Valley in these quarterfinal games. And now for the starting lineups for the home team in this game, Monticello Lady Buckaroos. Number 30, a senior, Aubrey Sheeran. Number 22, a junior, Mary Bay. At guard, a junior, number 12, Zoe Chadwick. And also at guard, a freshman, number 3, Atlanta Black, along with guard number 21 and a freshman, Allie Mon. 5 starters for the Monticello Lady Buckaroos, and we're just moments away from your opening tip-off here today from the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah. We've had a couple of good ones so far today. Wayne beat Paiute in double overtime, 70-68. Valley, or Milford rather, just squeaked by Valley in overtime, 31-30. So a couple of overtime games in a row, and I expect that this one should be a pretty good one. A couple of young teams facing off against each other, and we'll see who comes out on top. It'll be Sheeran against Giles for the jump. Duchesne, or Sheeran, tips it over to Bay, up ahead to Chadwick, then again to Bay. Chadwick on the baseline, shot goes up, no good, and a foul against, I think that was Robinson that got in there for the Lady Eagles. And an early foul, just 7 seconds off the clock, and we've got a Lady Buckaroo going to the free throw line, Zoe Chadwick, to shoot 2. Chadwick's first. Down through, hits the back of the rim and drops straight down in. So, just underway here in the first quarter between the Buckaroos and the Duchesne Lady Eagles. Second free throw for Chadwick, also good, and it's 2-0. Lady Buckaroos with the lead. Giles with it out high right wing. She'll dribble across the top and go this near side. Eagles will pass it around, now just hold up top. Giles just off center, drives in, little penetration, put it up with the left hand. Great screen down in there, a double screen by Michelle Giles and Melissa Robinson. And that gives a clear lane to the hoop for Shayla Giles, who does her job and puts it in to tie it at 2. Inside, Chadwick, turn around, up off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Michelle Giles gets it for the Eagles. She's got Shayla Giles all alone up ahead, but just can't find her. And they'll just bring it up slowly. Nielsen back out to Michelle Giles. Robinson inside, kick it back out to Giles. Up top, the Eagles will work it around. If you're watching online at KDQRadio.com, you see the Lady Eagles going right to left. Giles misses the lay-in. Kind of tried for that reverse. There was a loose ball, and she chased it down and just couldn't quite get that reverse to go in. 6:50 left first quarter. Buckaroos get it down inside, but it's knocked away, and Robinson will come up with it for the Lady Eagles. They'll go over to Giles, or to Nielsen rather. Nielsen dribbles down inside. It's knocked away from her, and the Eagles turn it over. Buckaroos going to bring it up this near side. It's Chadwick. She's tripped up from behind and travels with it. I'm not sure if there was a little bit of contact or just enough from Shayla Giles trying to chase down Chadwick, or maybe Chadwick just misstepped a little bit, but the travel there. And the Lady Buckaroos turn it over. 6:16 left, first quarter. Giles, this is Shayla Giles. Swing it over right wing to Hudson. Back to Nielsen and then Giles. She's going to penetrate. Stopped by the defense and a foul down inside. A little bit of a bailout for the junior Shayla Giles because she was about to travel right as that whistle came, and she was also losing control of the basketball. Eagles to inbound. They get a nice double screen down in there and an easy bucket for Amara Hudson. Lady Eagles lead 4-2 over the Monticello Buckaroos. Buckaroos go up high to Sheeran, now into the paint to Bay. Back outside, Chadwick drives down the baseline, shot off the side of the glass. Bay offensive rebound, no good, and Michelle Giles pulls down the board. Up ahead, the Eagles lose control, but Giles is there to scoop it up. Nielsen back out high to Giles. We're going to go Shayla and Michelle just instead of the Giles because it's going to be Giles all afternoon long. Here's the ball on the floor. It squirts loose, and Shayla comes up with it. Shayla will come back to this near side. Robinson for Michelle Giles at the high post. Right side elbow. Gives it over to Shayla. Shot up, no, it was short. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, last touch by the Lady Buckaroos. 5:05 left first quarter. 4-2, Lady Eagles leading in this consolation game. The winner will earn the right to take on Milford for 6th and 8th place. And now a little bit of blood for Alyssa Nielsen, it looks like. She'll have to head for the bench. Eagles will send in Kaylee Grant. The freshman comes over. And Grant will come over to pass it in for the Lady Eagles. So Grant on the baseline. Buckaroos defending Allie Mon right on her. Inbound to Shayla Giles. Shot up, no good from the left elbow. Michelle Giles offensive rebound. Misses that, but Michele gets the board again. And another opportunity. Here's Robinson trying to go inside, and a foul as she tries to make that pass. Had a little dribble penetration and then drew the foul. Opry Sheeran charged for the foul, and that's her first personal. 4:55 left here in the first quarter. And to throw it in is Grant. Allie Mon gets a hand on it, but just runs out of room on that baseline before she can control it. So it's out of bounds again off the Buckaroos. Grant looking in, and Sheeran gets a hand on it this time, but Michele Giles comes up with it. Duchesne will pass it around. Now Grant will shoot from the left wing. Her feet were on the line, but it's good for 2 points. And the Eagles lead 6-2 with just over 4.5 left in the first period. Buckaroos took the 2-0 lead on a couple of free throws by Zoe Chadwick, but it's been Eagles on a 6-0 run. The Duchesne Lady Eagles on a 6-0 run. Chadwick out high. Black. Chadwick trying to drive, puts it up with the left hand, too strong. Michele Giles gets the rebound. Great move to spin and put the ball on the floor for the dribble before the travel, but then passing up ahead, it's taken away by Zoe Chadwick. Chadwick saw that pass coming, cut into the passing lane at the right time, and took the pass away. Eagles with 2 turnovers. I've got the Buckaroos with 2 as well. Allie Mon out high right wing. Up top they go to Black, and a foul down underneath. Fighting for position. It's going to go against the Buckaroos. Michele Giles and Mary Bay were down in there fighting for position, and Mary Bay charged with a foul on the push. That's 3 team fouls against Monticello, just 1 against the Eagles. Giles will bring it up court for the Lady Eagles across the timeline and over to Grant. Eagles will work it around the top of the arc, looking for a gap in the defense. Monticello, a man-to-man defense. Now the Eagles get it inside. Shot up is no good by Robinson from about 5 feet on the far side baseline. Rebound, Buckaroos, and Mon will bring it across midcourt. Eagles also in a man-to-man defense. Black out high to Mon, and then up to Chadwick out on the right side, just off center, out high. Chadwick trying to drive by the defense, goes right, then to her left, puts it up with the left hand, can't quite get the bounce, and it's rebounded, saved by Chadwick, but Robinson is right there to come up with it for the Lady Eagles. Up ahead go the Eagles. A shot from the baseline by Hudson is no good. Offensive board and a fight for the ball out of bounds off of Robinson and the Lady Eagles. Buckaroos will have it now. Into the lineup is Tana Wells, this freshman in there for Opry Sheeran. So for the Buckaroos, it's Wells, Bay, Chadwick, Black, and Mon on the floor. Lady Eagles have Hudson, Grant, Giles, and Robinson on the floor. Chadwick dribbling out high, picks it up, and goes to Black on the left wing. Black trying to drive and get some penetration, and a foul down there. Hand check on Shayla Giles as she defended Black heading down toward the baseline. Giles checks out, and Darian Moreland back into the ball game. The sophomore replaces Shayla Giles. Buckaroos inbound, go to the corner, looking inside for Bates. Michele Giles reaches around and knocks that away, or Robinson rather reaches around and knocked that away. And the Eagles have the basketball, forcing a 4th Monticello turnover in this first quarter. Little move down inside by Grant. She goes over the shot, blocked, and a fight for the rebound, and whistle is blown. We're going to have a foul against, I think they called that on Michele Giles, her first personal. And each team now with 3 fouls apiece, 2:20 left first quarter. Lady Eagles lead 6-3. Full court press by Duchesne. Monticello passes right out of it, but then Black passes it to Robinson up ahead. And the Eagles get the takeaway. They'll go down inside to Michele Giles. Bay reaches around, knocks it loose, and a whistle. Did they call a jump ball on that? I didn't see an indication of a jump ball, but they didn't indicate a foul either. And the Eagles will have the basketball underneath. I believe it was a jump ball called. Inbounds Moreland. Goes far side to Grant. Grant back up top. Eagles working around now to Michele Giles. Trying to drive. It's knocked away from her, but knocked right over to Moreland. Moreland driving around, bounce pass inside, shot up, forced by Robinson, but somehow keeps it alive, tips it over to Giles, and Michele finishes it off. She's got her first 2 points of the ball game, and the Eagles lead 8-2. Just over a minute and a half left in the first. Black dribbling to the left. Goes to Mon. Mon fakes the shot, kicks it out to Chadwick. One dribble to her left, shot up, no good, but she'll have a couple free throws as she was fouled by Kaylee Grant, and the freshman picks up her first personal. Puts Zoe Chadwick on the free throw line. Buckaroos with 2 points in the ball game, both of them free throws by Zoe Chadwick. And she gets the first one to go. Nice shooter's roll as it bounced off the front of the rim, hit the glass, and then rolled around and down through. Opry Sheeran back into the game for the Buckaroos. So Chadwick 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and the Buckaroos trail 8-3. Second free throw by Chadwick. Also a nice shooter's roll. Drops down through. And that makes the lead 4 for the Lady Eagles with a minute and a half left. 3-point shot on the way, no good by Nielsen. Long rebound, tipped around. Nielsen gets it away from Chadwick. Nielsen now trying to find some penetration inside. Get it to Robinson. Robinson's shot up off the glass, no good. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by the Lady Eagles. Buckaroos will have it to inbound from underneath the hoop. Lady Buckaroos going left to right if you're watching online at kadqradio.com. Inbound, they go to Wells. Wells across, and the Eagles put on some full court pressure. And they just kind of back off as the Buckaroos get it across the timeline. So Zoe Chadwick dribbling to her right, trying to penetrate. Fakes left, goes back to her right. Baseline shot is good from 12 feet out. Chadwick, 6 points, all 6 points that the Buckaroos have in this one so far. 8-6, Duchesne with the lead. Michele Giles out high for the Lady Eagles. Across the top to Shayla Giles. Shayla. Little pick and roll, and she throws it too far. Trying to lead Michele down inside, and just threw it too far. So the Eagles with their 4th turnover of the first quarter. Buckaroos have 5 by my count. Here's the inbound to Tana Wells. Wells across to this side to Chadwick. Under 30 seconds to go in the first. Chadwick across the timeline. Buckaroos going to be patient here. Chadwick dribbles down toward the right corner. Back up top, she goes to Black. Black thought she saw a hole. Goes around, nice screen by Tana Wells that frees Black up for the lay-in. Down to 9, 8, 7. Robinson will stop and shoot from just inside 3 range. No good. Chadwick pulls it down. 3, 2, 1. She goes slowly up court, and then she'll just dribble and let the time run out. And at the end of the first quarter, the Buckaroos tie it up. They go on a 6-0 run to end the first, and we're tied at 8. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
They may be last year's models, but they're still brand new vehicles. And now you can save big on the 2013s that are left on the lot at Cowboy Motor Company. Save over $9,000 on a Ram 2500 SLT Crew Cummins diesel. Save over $5,500 on a Durango RT and over $9,000 on a Chrysler 300C John Barbados. Restrictions apply. Cowboy Motor Company has millions of dollars in financing for all types of credit. They may be last year's models, but they're still brand new vehicles at Cowboy Motor Company in Evanston.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Duchesne High School Lady Eagle Boosters.
Kohl's in Duchesne, your hometown parts plus automotive and hardware store. Good luck to the Duchesne Lady Eagles.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
Tied at 8 here as we begin the second quarter. Monticello has it inside to Bay. She'll get it knocked away, pick it back up to Black. Knocked away from Black, and Duchesne forces another turnover. Monticello, that really hurt them in the first quarter, the 5 turnovers. And they had to go on a 6-0 run to tie it there at the end of the first. And now a foul on, I think it's going to be against Michele Giles, trying to set that screen. And it's a moving screen. That's her second personal, Duchesne's 15th foul. Buckaroos with just 3 team fouls. 7:36 left here in the first. Now the Lady Eagles will show some full court pressure. But it's just kind of a show is all. They just back right off as the Buckaroos get it across midcourt. They'll go free throw line. Bay scoops it up, falls to the floor. Should have been a travel. And then she passes it, and it's knocked away by Grant out of bounds. Coach Torgerson puts his hands up like, wow, at the referee. Why is that not a travel? How is that not a travel? I could see him. And then he smiles as the referee gives him some kind of answer that he just doesn't like or agree with. Here's Black with it out high for the Buckaroos. We're tied at 8 to Bay. Bay guarded out there by Robinson. A lot of pressure. Bay, couple of dribbles and kick it back up top to Isabel Slade, who's into the ball game now. Up top to Sheeran. Sheeran to Black. The freshman, few dribbles to her left. Now down toward the corner to Bay. Across the middle to Slade. Over to Mon. Mon will take the jumper. No good. And Michelle Giles gets the rebound. A triple team coming. She'll try to dribble and tiptoe along the baseline. But she didn't quite tiptoe well enough as she steps on the baseline. And turns it over back to the Buckaroos. 6:51 left. Second quarter. We're tied at 8. It's been a game of runs so far. The Buckaroos led 2-0 early. Eagles went on an 8-0 run, and then the Buckaroos went on a 6-0 run to tie it at 8. A couple of shots down inside for the Buckaroos. It's almost like a lid on the basket here to start this second quarter. They can't get it to go after several offensive rebounds, and then the Eagles will bring it up court. Nilsson had it knocked away, but she got it back. Now here's Grant for 3, just long off the back of the rim, and the long rebound pulled down by Bay. Black dribbles up across the S at center court here at the Sevier Valley Center. Left wing to Mon. Mon down inside looking for the pass, and a foul down in there again. Players fighting for position, and they're going to call it on Mary Bay. She has 2 fouls in the ball game, and both of them, if I remember correctly, are the same thing. Fighting with Giles down there for positioning. And Bay will head for the bench. Still tied at 8 with just over 6 left here in the second. Up court comes Nielsen for the Eagles. Nielsen dribbling out high. Looking into the middle, back out to Nielsen. Nielsen dribbles across the key and goes right wing over to Alyssa Spencer, who just checked in for the Eagles. Out top, up high on the right. Nielsen holding and gets it over to Grant. Grant has to knock it away and just chases it down out in front of the Buckaroo bench. Moreland, left wing to Grant, or to Nielsen rather. Now outside, Grant will take the jumper from just inside 3 range, and she hits it. Kaylee Grant with 4 points after that deuce, and it's 10-8. Lady Eagles with the lead. Now Mon loses control of it and chases it down on the sideline as she saves it. Her heel, the back of her foot is on that far sideline, right in front of the scores table. And the Buckaroos turn it over. I have them with 7 turnovers in this ball game. Eagles with 5 by my count. Robinson back into the ball game for the Eagles. Darian Moreland checks out. Spencer inbounds to Nielsen, to Grant here on this left wing. Eagles work it around the top. Now lobbing it down inside for Spencer. Dangerous pass knocked away by Sheeran. But the Eagles come back up with it. Pass into the middle, and it's tipped away again. Risky passes there. Here's Mon up ahead and down inside to Slade. Slade, nice move. She was down underneath the basket and just dribbled once to get back in position to put up the shot, and she hits it. We're tied at 10. 5 minutes left in the second. Nielsen. Eagles will swing it around. Spencer has it in the corner. Up top now to Grant. Grant looking for a screen. Dribbles right. Nothing there. She'll go back to Robinson here on this near side. Now looking inside for Shayla Giles. It's stripped away from her, but she'll get it back. Stripped away again, and she comes up with it again. Nielsen across the top, right to left. Good crossover dribble to get past the defense, but then she gets stuck in the middle. Kick it out outside to Shayla Giles on the baseline. Jumper no good from 15 feet. And the Buckaroos have the rebound. Zoe Chadwick will slow down and let her offense catch up so they can set it up in the half court. 4:20 left. First half. Nice backdoor look to Emily Isabel Slade. Slade, a nice cut and a great pass. And the Buckaroos back on top. They led 2-0 early, and they lead 12-10 now with about halfway through this second quarter. Giles up top to Grant. Grant here just off center on the left wing. Across, back over there to Shayla Giles. Down inside. You see Michelle Giles coming over to check back into the ball game. And Shayla Giles shoots. Wow. Missed, gets her own rebound, and then she's mugged by Aubrey Sheeran on the shot. And Giles will go to the free throw line and shoot a couple. First free throws right here for the Duchesne Eagles this afternoon. It's their first trip to the free throw line. Shayla Giles, first one, good. And she'll have one more. Now Michelle Giles checks back in. Now she went out just to get a quick break. She's got 2 fouls though as well, and I know Coach Torgerson needs her in there for that presence inside, the height as well as the scoring. She has just 2 points. She's been limited so far. Here's Shayla Giles, second free throw, no good. So it's a 1-point ball game. Buckaroos pull down the rebound. Tana Wells, and she'll give to Chadwick to bring it across midcourt. Chadwick going left to right. Buckaroos, if you're watching online at KADQradio.com. Go to Black, now free throw line, swing it around. Shot up is no good by Makilla Wolford. Eagles get the rebound. Giles will push up, stops in the paint. Shot is short from about 10 feet out, and the Buckaroos pull down the board. 1-point game. Lady Buckaroos leading 12-11 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second. Black goes left wing to Wolford. Wolford looking for the pass, throws it off of Giles' legs, but Zoe Chadwick comes up with it. She'll pull up right elbow, no good. Rebound Duchesne. Shayla Giles pushing it up the left side. Stops, look for a pass, stripped away by Chadwick. Kick it back out to Robinson. Robinson shot no. Spencer fights for the rebound and then comes up with it. A couple of dribbles and she loses it. Spencer dives trying to get that basketball. Tana Wells had it, and we're going to have a foul as Spencer dove over the top of one of the Lady Buckaroos. Alyssa Spencer picks up her first. And with 2:45 left in the second, that's the 16th foul on the Duchesne Lady Eagles. Giles going to come up to pick up Black. And she'll just kind of backpedal and then pick her up out on the S at midcourt. Left wing, they go to Wolford. Now the pass down inside, shot up, no good. Duchesne passes it up ahead. Giles chases it down. Wolford chases her down and knocks it away from behind and out of bounds. Great hustle by Wolford, the freshman, showing some speed to catch up to Giles, and then nice quick hands to knock the ball away. Duchesne will inbound now. And it'll be Nielsen. Nielsen looking in, goes to the far side baseline jumper, no, but a foul. And Robinson will have free throws. Melissa Robinson goes to the free throw line. Duchesne just 1 of 2 in this ball game. Zoe Chadwick and the Lady Buckaroos of Monticello 4 of 4. Zoe Chadwick, first 4 points for the Buckaroos tonight, or this afternoon, were from the free throw line. First one by Robinson, in and out. Isabel Slade back in. She has 4 points. All 4 points of this second quarter for the Buckaroos. Robinson, second free throw. Nothing but net. We're tied at 12. 2:25 left in the half. 16 fouls apiece. We're tied at 12. And Black up court. Goes to Slade down toward the corner. Back up top to Black. Duchesne has switched to a 2-3 zone defense. A pass intended to go inside, kicked away. And Duchesne will set back up. Looks like they're going to go to a man defense now after that pass goes out of bounds. Up top, Chadwick with it. Passes to Wells, back to Chadwick, across to this near side, and Chadwick overthrows Slade on the pass. Monticello got themselves 6 points, got themselves down by 6 early in the first quarter with some early turnovers. Then they started taking care of it, but now 3 turnovers here, and we're tied at 12. 3 in this second quarter. Now a timeout. Coach Jared Torgerson of the Duchesne Lady Eagles wants a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. Tied at 12 with 1:56 left in this first half, and we'll be back on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Monticello High School Lady Buckaroo Boosters.
Devon's Repair Service. We fix them all. Devon's Repair Service, Monticello.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
Well, a low-scoring defensive battle so far in this one. Just 24 points scored, and we've only got, we're 14 minutes into the ball game. Eagles and Buckaroos tied at 12. Eagles with it. They go inside to Michelle Giles. She does what she does so well. She receives that pass, quick ball fake, and then just immediately puts it on the floor, gets right by the defense, and the help comes from the other defenders, but she's fouled as she goes up for the shot, and Michelle Giles will have 2 free throws. That's something she loves to do. If you've watched her play much, you'll see her do that when she gets the ball at that high post. First free throw, rims around, pops out, no good. Still tied at 12, a minute 46 left. Giles just a sophomore and leading scorer for the Duchesne Lady Eagles. Second free throw also no good. She averages almost 11 points per game, but misses 2 free throws there, and she has 2 so far in this one. Chadwick up court across the timeline, goes to Black, right wing. Black looking inside, and she throws it right to Spencer. Spencer almost has it taken away as she tries to get it to Giles, but Giles comes up with it. This is Shayla. Shayla goes over to the right wing to Nielsen. Go backdoor to Shayla. Beautiful pass. Shayla finishes with the left hand. What a great pass by Alyssa Nielsen. That's your pass of the game so far in this one, and the Eagles back on top by 2, 14-12. Just over a minute left in the second. Nielsen had to fire that one in there, and boy, she did. She rifled it right through the defense. Pass down into the middle again. Monticello able to come back up with it. Then it's kicked out to Slade. She drives, can't get it to go. Sheeran pulls down the offensive board in the corner and passes back up top to Black. Under 50 seconds to go in the first, and Black will drive, put it up with the left hand. No, Robinson pulls down the board, and she is fouled on the rebound. Monticello trying to rip that ball away, but Robinson had it tucked tightly. And the foul charged to Isabel Slade, and that's the freshman's first personal foul, but it's the Lady Buckaroos' 8th team foul. So that'll send Robinson to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. She had a trip earlier in this quarter, went to the free throw line and shot 2, missed the first. Made the second, but this time she hits the front end of that 1 and 1. Nothing but net there, and the Eagles lead by 3. They led by as much as 8-2 in the first quarter, and they're trying to build a lead heading into half. Melissa Robinson hits the next one as well, so she's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Eagles as a team, 4 of 8. Black up court. Go over to the left wing to Slade, back up top. They swing it around Chadwick, then to Black, now to Slade, and quick hands by Alyssa Nielsen. Tips that one away and out of bounds. 26.4 seconds left. Second quarter. Duchesne leads 16-12. Buckaroos will inbound from right in front of the Duchesne bench. Slade goes into Black. Black out high. Dribbles a couple of times, then goes across the top to Chadwick. Double dribble. Yeah, I thought she was almost going to get away with it. She pulled that left hand in, touched the ball, and then continued to dribble. And the Buckaroos with 5 turnovers here in this second quarter. And they've been a little bit streaky. Again, they went on a 6-0 run to end the first quarter, and then they went on a 4-0 run to start the second quarter. But they haven't scored since a few minutes ago. It's been a little while. Here's the Eagles running a weave out top. Giles shoots, doesn't get it's blocked over to Robinson. Robinson shoots from the baseline. That one's off target. Rebound chased down in the corner, but nobody can get to it. Out of bounds off the Eagles. And with 4.7 seconds left in the half, Monticello will inbound. Moreland checks back in for the Lady Eagles. And a good decision there, I think, by Coach Torgerson. They pulled Michelle Giles out of the game. 2 fouls. We don't want to get a third. Up ahead, Sheeran goes the pass. It's knocked away, and the long shot by Darian Moreland She got the steal and almost got the shot. It was just a bit off target on the tightrope. And at the half, the Duchesne Lady Eagles lead 16-12. Here in this consolation game, again, the winner will go on to face Milford for 6th and 8th place tomorrow at 12 noon. Well, again, Duchesne leads 16-12 over the Monticello Lady Buckaroos here at the half. You're listening and watching a Big O Tires of Evanston, Wyoming presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Tournament. You can watch online at kadqradio.com, at live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com from here at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah.
Let's talk about your family, and your children's health. Let's address oxidative stress. Find out about your personal needs. Log on to the United States National Library of Medicine website at pubmed.com. Type in oxidative stress, followed by the health issue that concerns you most. Once you learn more about how oxidative stress reacts with your personal health issues, then click on the telegram you'll find at kadqradio.com. Reduce the oxidative stress in your body and feel better. kadqradio.com. This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Duchesne High School Lady Eagle Boosters.
Kohl's in Duchesne, your hometown parts plus automotive and hardware store. Good luck to the Duchesne Lady Eagles.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air. This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Monticello High School Lady Buckaroo Boosters.
Devon's Repair Service. We fix them all. Devon's Repair Service, Monticello.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
KADQradio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, and sports. But that's not all. KADQradio.com features thousands of photographs of Utah and Wyoming high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events and activities, and much more. Pictures from this tournament will be available for free download within a day or two from now, and we'll have photographs from other Utah and Wyoming state tournaments and championship events as they happen. Check it out today and see what KADQradio.com has for you.
Here at the half, Duchesne Lady Eagles lead 16-12, and each team has had their share of runs. The Monticello Lady Buckaroos took the early lead 2-0 on a couple of free throws by Zoe Chadwick, and she went 4 of 4 from the free throw line in that first half, finished with 6 points, and that was actually in the first quarter. But after that 2-0 lead, Duchesne went on an 8-0 run, and then the Buckaroos answered with a 6-0 run to end the first quarter. We were tied at 8. Second quarter, the Buckaroos scored the first couple points, but then they just struggled. They turned it over 6 times in the second quarter. They have 11 turnovers in the ball game by my count, and they're just not getting off a lot of shots, and that's part of the problem right now. Atlanta Black, I mentioned Zoe Chadwick, 6 points. Isabel Slade had 4, and then Atlanta Black 2, and that's all the scoring. Just 12 points in the first half for the Buckaroos of Monticello. 4 of 4 from the free throw line, though. They'd like to get more trips to the free throw line if they're going to continue to shoot that well. As for the Duchesne Lady Eagles, they scored 16 points in that first half. Again, they lead 16-12, and they're pretty balanced. Michelle Giles had just 2. She usually scores, she averages 11 points per game. Kaylee Grant, a couple long-range jumpers. She had 4. Melissa Robinson, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. She has 3 points. Amara Hudson with 2. She got a bucket early in the first. And then Shayla Giles, the leading scorer right now for the Duchesne Lady Eagles, with 5 points. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And the Eagles lead 16-12. Here at the half, we've had a couple of barn burners already today. The Wayne Badgers beat the Paiute T-Birds 70-68 in double overtime. And then in overtime, Milford beat Valley 31-30. 2 very different games, but similar outcomes as they went into extra periods. And the winner of this one will go on to face Milford for 6th and 8th place. And then later on, the next game after this Duchesne-Monticello game will be Whitehorse against Wendover. And the winner of that one will go on to face Wayne for 5th and 7th place. Then tonight, in the championship bracket, at 6 p.m., we'll have Panguitch taking on the Rich Lady Rebels. And then at 7:30, it'll be St. Joe's against Bryce Valley. Bryce Valley, the Cinderella team in this tournament. They beat Monticello, the #1 seed from Region 19, in the first round, and then they squeaked by Paiute in the quarterfinals, a team they'd lost to 2 or 3 times already this season, but they beat them 39-38 in the quarterfinals. Bryce Valley into the semifinals against St. Joseph tonight at 7:30. And that'll follow the Rich Lady Rebels against Panguitch at 6 p.m. We'll have all those games live here at KADQradio.com, at live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com. 16-12 at the half. Duchesne leads. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the halftime show right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
For over 100 years, Union Telephone has been providing phone service to small communities, places the big guys simply ignored. We were helping our neighbors stay connected to the rest of the country. Times have changed and technology has evolved. Union has been there the entire way. Today, we still keep people connected in more ways and places than ever before. Union Wireless, treating you like a neighbor, not a number.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Monticello High School Lady Buckaroo Boosters.
Devon's Repair Service. We fix them all. Devon's Repair Service, Monticello.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at KADQradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
16-12 at the half. The Lady Eagles of Duchesne lead the Monticello Buckaroos, and again in that first half, the Buckaroos just a few too many turnovers, and that limited their ability to get off a lot of quality shots. I had them with 12 turnovers in that first half. And Zoe Chadwick, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 points in the first quarter, but didn't score in the second quarter. That 4-point second quarter really hurt the Lady Buckaroos. As for the Duchesne Lady Eagles, 5 points for Shayla Giles, but they've been balanced. 5 different players have scored, and it's Kaylee Grant with 4, Melissa Robinson with 3, and then Amara Hudson and Michelle Giles with 2 points apiece. 16-8 at the half. Duchesne leads the Lady Buckaroos of Monticello, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with second half action right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
Mom's onboard electronic stability control system was giving us some woes. I don't even know what that means. But he does.
You guys are all fixed and ready to go.
Expert care for your car, so you can trust in more than just your tires.
We've got the selection you need and the friendly service you deserve. Come see us today. Big O Tires, Evanston, Wyoming.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Duchesne High School Lady Eagle Boosters.
Kohl's in Duchesne, your hometown parts plus automotive and hardware store. Good luck to the Duchesne Lady Eagles.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at KADQradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air. This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Monticello High School Lady Buckaroo Boosters.
Devon's Repair Service. We fix them all. Devon's Repair Service, Monticello.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
Lady Eagles leading 16-12 as we start this second half action. And Duchesne will have it. They'll inbound. In there, Amara Hudson, Melissa Robinson, along with Shayla Giles, and Alyssa Nielsen for the Lady Eagles. Buckaroos come out with, I believe, the 5 starters as well. Atlanta Black, Zoe Chadwick, Allie Mon, Opry Sheeran, and Mary Bay in the ball game for the Lady Buckaroos. Eagles dribbling around the top, trying to find some space down inside, but the man-to-man defense so far by the Buckaroos has been too tough. Giles now finds some room in the lane, loses the dribble. It's on the floor. A jump ball is going to be called as we have a tie-up. 3 different players on the floor going after that basketball. Possession arrow will give it to the Buckaroos, and they'll inbound from down underneath. Shayla Giles will try a little pressure of her own, but just kind of making the Buckaroos work a little bit harder to get the ball up the floor. Mon goes right wing over to Chadwick. Across the top to this left side. Robinson tips it away and out of bounds. Quick hands into that passing lane by Robinson. 7 minutes left in the third. Duchesne leads 16-12. In the corner, Chadwick goes up top to Mon, almost taken away by Giles. They'll swing it around to Black, now to Sheeran, down inside to Bay. Nice backhanded pass, and the shot down inside, no good, but a foul underneath. And on the fight for the rebound, and that may be against Mary Bay. Oh, no, it's going to be against Opry Sheeran, her second personal. Bay already has 2, and she didn't want to pick up a third right there early here in the third quarter. Up ahead, Nielsen goes to Robinson. Robinson up to Shayla Giles, out high. Now they'll go across to the left side over to Hudson. Kick it back to this side. Now back to the far side. Duchesne swinging it around, trying to find some room to pass. Pass intercepted by Allie Mon. Good quick hands there by Mon, and to get the steal and the takeaway. Now Chadwick in a little trouble, but she gets it off to Bay. Bay a few dribbles to get out away from the defense. To Mon, free throw line jumper goes. It hit that corner between the glass and the rim, and then just kind of bounced softly right down through the net. While the Duchesne Lady Eagles push up court a little too faster than they're able, and it's out of bounds. They'll turn it over for a second time in this third quarter. And the Buckaroos now a chance to tie or take the lead with a 16-14 ball game. Duchesne up by 2. Here's Black up top to Mon, out high straight away to Black again. One dribble down in the baseline to Sheeran into the middle. Kick it to Mon at the free throw line. Same shot. Hit about the same spot, but a bit to the right, and it's no good. A fight for the rebound, out of bounds off Duchesne. 5:44 left here in the third. 16-14. Duchesne leading by 2. Looking to inbound. The Buckaroos go into Black, now into the corner. They get it back to Chadwick. Shot is up from the corner off the side of the glass. And the Eagles pull down the rebound. Push ahead to Robinson. Robinson trying to penetrate, but the defense cuts her off. Good D by Sheeran. And the Eagles will reset the offense, go out high to Shayla Giles. Pick up the dribble, go to Hudson. Mara Hudson goes over to the left side. Down on the baseline, Robinson wanted to shoot, but Sheeran got out on her. Robinson drives around her, puts it up with the right hand from the key. No good. Shayla Giles saves it, and the shot is up and no good by Hudson. Rebound to Black, but then coming from behind is Shayla Giles, and she strips it away from Black. And then Zoe Chadwick, boy, it goes back and forth again, and then the Eagles come up with it after all is said and done. Shayla Giles, now she's stripped away by Allie Mon. She'll go up court, and Robinson will pick her pocket but knock it away out of bounds. Both teams just going back and forth on that last possession. I think Duchesne had 3 turnovers on that little possession there. And with 4:46 left in the third, it's 16-14. Duchesne leading by 2. Out high, they go to Sheeran. Sheeran up top to Mon. She'll take the jumper, and nothing but net for Allie Mon. She's suddenly shooting the ball, and she's got 4 quick points on 3 shots. Hudson out high. Mon was just inside 3-point range on that, so she tied it up at 16. Here's the pass. Shayla Giles tried to go into Michele, and it's knocked away by Bay and out of bounds. So the Eagles will inbound from the baseline. Tied up at 16 here. Eagles have yet to score in the third quarter. After 8 points in the first, 8 points in the second. Here's the baseline jumper from 3-point range. Off the side of the glass. Offensive rebound by Shayla Giles. She'll put it up quick with the left hand and in off the glass. And with just about 4 minutes left in the second, we're midway through this third quarter. Eagles back on top by 2, 18-16. Allie Mon stops, pulls up from the right wing, can't quite get it to go. Chadwick, the offensive board. The putback is no good, but a foul. And Zoe Chadwick will go back to shoot 2 free throws. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line so far in this ball game. All 4 of those came in the first quarter. Those were actually the first 4 points of the ball game for the Lady Buckaroos. Here's Chadwick. Nothing but net for Zoe Chadwick. The junior has 7 points. Kaylee Grant will check into the ball game for the Eagles. So it's Grant along with Hudson, Robinson, Giles, and Giles. Second free throw by Chadwick, also good. Chadwick, Sheeran, Black, Bay, and Mon on the floor for the Buckaroos. Hudson dribbles across midcourt, dribbles right through that full court press by the Buckaroos. Shaylee Giles, Michele, I should say, out high with it. Bay out on her, and now Bay riding her hand check. Had that offhand right on Michele Giles' back. And for Mary Bay, she wants to get that pressure out on Giles and get the takeaway. But Mary Bay, she picks up her 3rd personal foul. And for that's going to hurt the Duchesne or the Buckaroos a little bit. Mary Bay is the 2nd leading scorer on the team, averages almost 9 points. She has none so far in this ball game. Here's Nielsen rather, left open. She'll take the shot, no good. And on the rebound, Michele Giles reaches in, and she'll pick up her 3rd personal foul, I believe, now. Yeah, Michele picks up her 3rd personal. And as soon as Coach Torgerson realizes that, he might get her out of there with 3:23 left in the third. Duchesne has switched to a 2-3 zone defense. Black dribbles around to the left side. Wraparound pass inside to Wells. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound, and Chadwick comes up with it. She'll pull up from the baseline and can't quite get it to go. And Robinson chases down the rebound in this near corner, and now Spencer comes over, and I think she's going to check in for Michele Giles. Pass way up ahead is knocked away by Chadwick out of bounds. And the Eagles will maintain possession. And yeah, there's Spencer coming in for Michele Giles, who has 3 personal fouls. So the leading scorer for the Eagles is on the bench. 2nd leading scorer for the Buckaroos on the bench, each of them with 3 fouls apiece. Here's the inbound to Alyssa Spencer. She puts it up off the glass. But that looked like Tim Duncan's off the glass from about 10 feet out. And the Eagles back on top, 20-18. Buckaroos swinging around to Mon, back up top to Black. Black looking inside, and is kicked away by Nielsen. Stop the clock there with 2:40 left in the third. Buckaroos took a 2-0 lead early, but then the Eagles went on an 8-0 run, and they've held the lead for the most part since then. The Buckaroos have tied it a couple of times, with the Eagles in control, or with the lead right now, 20-18. Pass down inside, a tough pass for Tawny Wells, and now a jump ball as the Eagles wrapped her up. That pass was right at her feet, and she couldn't control it. Possession arrow after the jump ball is going to go to the Lady Eagles. Inbound to Nielsen. Nielsen across the timeline quickly, pushes up, now drive to the free throw line, kick it back out to Hudson. Hudson a few dribbles out near the logo in the far side wing. Now to Spencer inside, knocked away. Spencer was the last one to touch it as it goes out of bounds. And the Eagles now with 6 turnovers in the third quarter and just 4 points. 20-18 is our score. Buckaroos with 6 points in the quarter. And they have the basketball with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third. Slade up top. They'll swing it around. Here's Mon trying to drive down to the baseline. She's cut off. Tries to pass through the defense, and the Eagles come up with it. Up ahead goes Nielsen. She'll stop at the free throw line. Everybody runs by. Shot is up. No good. And Robinson trying to get that rebound. Tips it away and out of bounds. And the Buckaroos will have it. Darian Moreland checks in now. Comes in for Hudson for the Lady Eagles. Buckaroos with Mon, Wells, Slade, Sheeran, and who's the fifth one? Oh, Chadwick over there. Pass it into the middle. Sheeran trying to get it to Wells, and it's taken away by Robinson. Robinson heading up court, and she's fouled by Slade. A late whistle based on when the contact was, I thought, but the whistle comes, and Slade picks up her second personal, third team foul on the Lady Buckaroos. If you're watching online at KADQradio.com, you can see that scoreboard up in your left corner. Keep you updated on the score and time and how many fouls for each team and each individual. Here's Hudson, or Darian Moreland, rather. She'll give it off to Robinson. Robinson up top. Nielsen loses the dribble and her footing, but tips it right back over to Robinson. Good quick reaction to maintain possession. Now the Eagles will settle it down a little bit. I see Robinson over there kind of giving an indication. Let's just settle down. We're good. Grant goes to this near sideline. And the Eagles really having a hard time just maintaining possession right now. But then Ali Mon reaches in, knocks the ball away, but also fouls Darian Moreland. And Ali Mon picks up her third personal. So the freshman has 2 points in there, 4 points in this third quarter, and now she's going to have to head for the bench with 3 personal fouls. That's also a 4th team foul on the Monticello Lady Buckaroos. Into the ballgame, Atlanta Black. Eagles inbound through the hands of Moreland. She chases it down. Must have been tipped by the Buckaroos. It's not an over and back. Up ahead goes Nielsen. Splits the defense. Gets the basketball back after it was knocked away, and then they'll swing it around up top. Robinson will take the three. Very short. It's an air ball. Spencer saves it, but no, she stepped on that baseline as she jumped out of bounds to try and save it. 39.8 seconds left. Third quarter. Eagles leading 20-18. It's been a low-scoring game so far. Eagles with 8 points in each quarter, but just 4 here in this third quarter. Buckaroos, 8 in the first, 4 in the second, 4-6 here in the third. Black, left wing. Slade will take the jumper, just a bit short, and the rebound pulled down by Robinson. She'll pass out to Grant. Grant is double-teamed, and she's in a bit of trouble here. A little bit of a jam, and a whistle. We have a timeout by the Lady Eagles. 16.6 seconds left in the third. 20-18. Eagles on top. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston, Wyoming presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
Throughout our lives, there are times we may need skilled rehabilitation and nursing care or home health and hospice care. Rocky Mountain Care has been providing these services since 1990. Our skilled staff and specialized programs will meet your loved one's needs. Our staff is dedicated to a high-quality outcome for each of our patients and residents. When you or someone you love needs these professional services, think of Rocky Mountain Care. Simply the best care. www.rmcare.com.
A lot of turnovers for each team here in this third quarter. I have Duchesne with 8 and Monticello with 7. Teams just having a hard time. You know, part of it is the pressure defense. Each team really playing hard defense, trying to keep the other team from getting any good looks and even maintaining the basketball. Eagles with it. They'll inbound, bring it up court. Grant out high right wing, down to 9, 8, 7. Michelle Giles has it. Over to Nielsen. She'll take the three, just a bit short. Offensive rebound. The put back by Hudson, no good. Sheeran comes over, takes the rebound away from Grant. I thought there was a lot of contact there for no whistle, and time expires in the third quarter. Eagles leading 20-18, and the fourth quarter action is coming up right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Monticello High School Lady Buckaroo Boosters.
Devon's Repair Service. We fix them all. Devon's Repair Service, Monticello.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
KADQRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, and sports. But that's not all. KADQRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Utah and Wyoming high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events and activities and much more. Pictures from this tournament will be available for free download within a day or two from now, and we'll have photographs from other Utah and Wyoming state tournaments and championship events as they happen. Check it out today and see what KADQRadio.com has for you.
Fourth quarter action here. The Lady Buckaroos will have it to begin the fourth quarter. They outscored Duchesne 6-4 in that third quarter, and I tell you, in a 20 to 18 ball game, 2 points makes all the difference. Pass down inside, knocked away by the Eagles out of bounds, and the Buckaroos will have it. Isabel Slade will look to inbound. Bay back into the ball game with 3 fouls. Inbound, taken away. The pass is taken away by Kaylee Grant. And the turnover woes continue for the Lady Buckaroos. I have them for 18 in the ball game. Moreland out high with it, dribbling toward the right. Down in the corner, she goes to Grant. Grant back up top the pass. And the Eagles will swing it around. That far side, Moreland holds. Looking for a pass. Mon comes out on her. She'll dribble into the lane. It's stripped away by Slade. Quick hands. But the Eagles come back up with it. It was a loose ball. And a great hustle as Moreland dove to the floor and passed it to a teammate. Giles swings it around. Now the baseline corner jumper by Grant. No good. Offensive rebound by Moreland. She can't get the putback to go. And now a foul on the rebound as Black had pulled down the basketball. And foul there charged to Darian Moreland. Her first personal. 13th foul on the Lady Eagles. 7:04 left to go in the ball game. Winner will play Milford for 6th and 8th place and have one more game this season. The loser will be done for the year. And for whatever seniors are on the team, that would be the end of their high school careers with a loss here this afternoon. Allie Mon up top, swinging around. Slade out on the right wing. Eagles in a 2-3 zone defense, trying to rotate fast, but not fast enough as the Buckaroos swing it around, get it to Mon. She'll drive, put it up with the right hand. Good quick drive there by Mon, no hesitation, and that's exactly what they needed with those quick swing passes. Giles in the corner with it. She'll pull up, hit the side of the glass. It may have been partially blocked. 2 defenders were out there as she took that shot. We're tied at 20 with 6 minutes left to go in this ball game. Just over 6. If you're watching online at kadqradio.com, you see that clock in the upper left corner counting down to 6:08:7. Here's a shot from the baseline by Slade. That's no good. And a fight for it on the ground. It was Moreland on her back holding the basketball. A jump ball was called, and the Buckaroos will inbound. Zoe Chadwick checks back into the ball game. Chadwick has 8 points to lead all scorers in this one. Shayla Giles has 7 for the Lady Eagles. Inbound to Nielsen. Nielsen picks up the dribble, goes to Michelle Giles in the corner. She'll pass up ahead to Grant. Grant, a sprint for the basket. She's hammered by Sheeran and goes to the floor. I'll tell you, when Sheeran fouls, she makes sure that they don't get the shot off. You hear the phrase that if you're going to foul, make sure they don't make the shot. That's what Sheeran does. She doesn't mess around when she fouls down there. She picks up her 3rd, and at the line is Kaylee Grant shooting 2. Trying to put her team, the Lady Eagles, back on top. She does with the first, and it's 21-20. 5:52 left to go. We've seen a defensive battle so far, but we're getting down into crunch time. And free throws are going to matter big time here as we get down toward the end of this game. Second free throw, no good by Grant. Defensive rebound pulled down by Bay. Now, Bay had 3 fouls, so we didn't see her much in the third quarter. I don't think we'll see her take any time off the court in this fourth quarter as the Buckaroos swing it around. Black to Chadwick, back up top to Black. Dribbles right to left. Then it's knocked away, but a foul. Eagles will pick up their 4th team foul, and it'll be against Kaylee Grant. I believe that'll be her 2nd personal. Oh, no, they give it to Amara Hudson, and that's her 1st. Buckaroos with 5 team fouls, Eagles with 4 team fouls. Here's Mon to Chadwick, across the top to Black. Black backs it out with the dribble, and then to Mon, back to Black. Black dribbles left, follows a screen by Mon all the way to the baseline. Trying to get down inside. She scoops it or puts it up off balance off the glass. No good. Sheeran gets the offensive board and puts it up and in. And the Buckaroos have their first lead since they led 12-10 in the second quarter. Left wing. Hudson will take the 3. It's no good. Short, and an offensive board by Michelle Giles. Michelle, again, averages almost 12 points a game. She's only got 4 in this one. We'll see if they try to go to her down inside. They get it to Grant. Shot no good. Her putback is no good after the offensive rebound, and then Sheeran blocks it and comes down with it. Good defensive play by Sheeran. And the Buckaroos with a 1-point lead have the basketball and 4.5 minutes left to go. Black out high to Mon. Mon backs out with the dribble a couple times and then goes to Black. Black follows the screen into the lane, running floater from about 8 feet out. No good. Offensive board for Black, but then it's knocked away by Moreland. Or by Hudson, rather, and the Eagles will push up court. Robinson stops. Sheeran runs right by, and Robinson gets the lay-in. Nice awareness by Robinson, and she worked hard to get that pass and reel it in and put the shot up and in. So with 4 minutes left in the ball game, Eagles now lead back up by 1, 23-22. Shot up by Zoe Chadwick. No good. Robinson gets the rebound. She's bumped by Chadwick coming up court, and Chadwick puts her hands in the air as she bumped Robinson, trying to avoid that foul, but she got her with the body. And Chadwick picks up her 2nd personal. 16th foul on the Buckaroos. So the Eagles may see some free throw opportunities down the stretch here that could make big difference here. 23-22. Duchesne leads by 1. Dribbling with the left hand is Nielsen. Alyssa goes to the left wing over to Hudson. Hudson out high there. Guarded by Black. She's going to have to get rid of it sooner. We'll have a 5-second violation. She does get it over to Nielsen. Around the top of the arc. Nielsen goes. And then to Grant. Eagles going to be patient here. Monticello in a tight man-to-man defense. They're playing out high on that defense. And putting lots of pressure on the basketball. Seen them do quite a bit of that today in this ball game. Out high, the Eagles with it. They go into the middle, down inside for Spencer. It's knocked away by Sheeran. Quick hands. And the Buckaroos will push ahead. Zoe Chadwick, floater from about 5 feet off the right side, hits it. Chadwick with 10 points, and she puts the Buckaroos back up by 2. Now up court goes Nielsen. It's knocked away from her, and the Eagles turn it over again for the 3rd time. The Buckaroos come up with a steal there. And I should finish the 3rd time in this quarter, a turnover for the Duchesne Lady Eagles. Buckaroos get it over left wing to Black. Shot up from the left wing. No good. Chadwick pulls down the rebound. And then as she goes to pass to Mon, Hudson steps in there. She anticipated that pass, stepped in front, and took it away. So the Eagles will pass it across. Mon trying to chase it down on the sideline. It's out of bounds. Hudson wanted to just let that one go and tried to shield Mon, and Mon just almost worked her way right past Hudson. 24-23. The Monticello Lady Buckaroos lead by 1 with 2:22 left to go.
For over 100 years, Union Telephone has been providing phone service to small communities, places the big guys simply ignored. We were helping our neighbors stay connected to the rest of the country. Times have changed and technology has evolved. Union has been there the entire way. Today, we still keep people connected in more ways and places than ever before. Union Wireless, treating you like a neighbor, not a number.
Buckaroos leading 24-23 with 2:22 left to go in this one. We're here at the SV Center, Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah. And Buckaroos leading 24-23. been a low-scoring defensive battle. We had quite a bit of sloppy play in the third quarter, each team with close to 8 turnovers, but they've taken care of it a little better here in this fourth quarter. And the Buckaroos have taken the lead. They haven't led much in this game. They led 2-0 early on. They led 12-10 early in the second. And now they lead by 1, 24-23. Eagles have it, though, and they'll inbound to Nielsen. Nielsen, Giles, Grant, and Robinson on the floor for the Lady Eagles. It's Bay, Chadwick, Black, Mon, and Sheeran on the floor for the Buckaroos. Giles in a little trouble. That was Shayla. But she does get it out, the pass to Grant, up to Michelle Giles, and then left wing over to Nielsen. Now the pick and roll down inside intended for Michelle Giles, and she can't quite hold on to the pass. A lot of contact as she tries to go down in there and get it, but it's clean. And just a turnover by the Lady Eagles. And I have them for 5 in this fourth quarter. Bringing it up across midcourt, Chadwick goes to Mon. Buckaroos with a 1-point lead, 24-23. Under 2 minutes to go. Black goes down to the baseline. Sheeran fires it back up top to Mon. Mon, a couple of dribbles, backs out, and then goes to Bay. Bay dribbles once into the lane. Shot up with the left hand, no good, but gets her own rebound. What a fight to get that rebound. Lobs it back up top. Mon will take the free throw shot, or the shot from the free throw line, and Mon hits it. Allie Mon has 8 points in this second half, and she puts her team up by 3. Grant looking for a pass up top. Bounce pass. She goes to Nielsen. Nielsen dribbles with the left. It's knocked away by Mon, but to Shayla Giles, but she can't control it, and Zoe Chadwick comes up with a loose ball. The Eagles killing themselves with turnovers in this fourth quarter. They have 6. That's by my count. Under a minute to go, and the Eagles have got to do something here. They trail by 3. Mon dribbling out high. Triple team comes. She'll pass off to Chadwick, who drives to the basket. Shot no good. Michelle Giles pulls down the board. Clears the lane with some elbows, and then passes up to Nielsen. Nielsen sprints all the way down inside, and she is hammered. Once again, it's Sheeran. And so the Eagles will send Alyssa Nielsen to the free throw line to shoot 2. And Opry Sheeran with her 4th personal foul. It's also the Buckaroos' 17th foul. So Nielsen at the free throw line. First one rattles through. So 2-point game, 26-24. Got to hit this one to keep yourself in this ball game. Eagles are going to probably have to foul to avoid letting Monticello just run the clock out, unless they can come up with a steal. Alyssa Nielsen steps up. The sophomore knocks down both free throws. 2 big ones there, with time at 39.8 seconds left in the ball game. And Monticello leading 26-25. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well and be right back after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the 1A Utah State Championship Tournament.
This broadcast from the 2014 Girls 1A Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is being brought to you in part by these Duchesne High School Lady Eagle Boosters.
Kohl's in Duchesne, your hometown parts plus automotive and hardware store. Good luck to the Duchesne Lady Eagles.
Make every cell in your body healthier when you use the product you'll find behind the telegram at kadqradio.com. The 2014 1A Girls Utah State Basketball Championship Tournament is on the air.
Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're watching on kadqradio.com, we want to thank one of our major sponsors, Perry Brothers Trucking and Ellingford Brothers Incorporated, a couple of wonderful businesses in the Evanston, Wyoming area who have helped make it possible for us to have these games live online at kadqradio.com, at live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com. Well, as you may know, our next game here on kadqradio.com will be Whitehorse versus Wendover. The two of them will be playing in that consolation round, and the winner will play for 5th and 6th place, or 5th and 7th against Wayne tomorrow at 1:30. 39.8 seconds left. Buckaroos with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Inbound to Sheeran, and Michelle Giles fouls her, trying to knock the ball away. Almost no time runs off the clock. That's team foul number 4 against the Eagles. So they still have a couple more fouls to give and try to come up with a steal. Michelle Giles, though, had better be careful. She has 4 personal fouls. You don't want to foul Zoe Chadwick. She's 6 of 6 from the free throw line in this ball game. She's the one inbounding, though, and she's having some trouble getting it in. Timeout. Oh, Ben Wolford said, that's 4.5 seconds. I better call a timeout. He gets it just in time with 38.8 seconds left to go in this ball game. And the Buckaroos leading by 1, 26-25. A timeout on the floor. Again, the winner of this one will go on to face Milford tomorrow. That game will be at 12 noon, and we'll have it right here on KADQradio.com. Milford got by Valley in overtime earlier today. 31-30 was the final score in that one. And that was we haven't seen any overtime games until today. And then we had 2 in a row, and Wayne and Paiute went into double overtime. Wayne won 70-68 in a great game between those two teams. And I'll tell you, for Wayne, what a big victory to get by Paiute. Paiute had beat Wayne twice this season in Region 20 play, but Wayne earns the wins here at the state tournament. Well, the Buckaroos will look to inbound here, leading by 1, 26-25. Full court pressure, of course, by the Duchesne Eagles. Zoe Chadwick inbounds to Bay in the corner. Bay scoots through the defense, lobs ahead to Black. Michelle Giles up there on the defense. Black tries to shoot, and Giles hammers her, makes sure she can't get the shot off. And I tell you, if you're Black, on the one hand, if you can get a bucket and extend the lead, that helps you, but you're ahead by a point. You might just think better of that, back it out, let your offense catch up with you, and run the clock out, or at least run a few more seconds off. Michelle Giles, the foul, and that's her 5th. So Giles, who averages almost 11 points a game, will finish the day with 4, and that's a credit to the Monticello Buckaroo defense. They've packed it in. They've denied that entry pass for Giles, and when she's gotten it, they've double-teamed and pressured her so she couldn't get a shot off. Here's the inbound pass. Bay receives it. She puts it in, and the foul. You're not running any time off the clock, but if you're extending the lead by 2, maybe 3 points, that's definitely a positive for the Buckaroos. So Mary Bay, a chance for a 3-point play. The Buckaroos 6 of 6 from the free throw line in this ball game, but the only one to shoot any free throws is Zoe Chadwick. Make it 7 for 7. The junior, Mary Bay, gets in, knocks down the free throw, and completes the 3-point play. Makes it a 4-point game. Quickly back the other way. Shot up Giles, no good. That's Shayla Giles off the left side. Rebound by the Buckaroos, and a quick foul by the Eagles. Darian Moreland, her 2nd personal, 8th Duchesne team foul, and that'll put Mary Bay on the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. It's already a 2-possession game because of that 3-point play moments ago by Mary Bay. If she can hit both of these, that'll probably be it. Here we go. Bay's first one, good. Front of the rim, it bounced back off the glass and then bounced back up and hung on the front of that rim before it dropped down through the net. Big free throw there by the junior Mary Bay, and she'll have one more here. It's a 5-point game. This would make it a 6-point game, and the Eagles would need 2 3-point buckets. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it will go to the Buckaroos. They just continue to hustle and do those little things that are going to earn them the victory here tonight, or here this afternoon, and a chance to play for 6th and 8th place. Looking to inbound is Chadwick. Lobs it out high to Black, and she'll just dribble out high, then to Mon. Mon is the ball knocked loose by Grant. The Buckaroos will swing it around, go to Sheeran inside, and Sheeran puts it up and in. That's going to do it right there. The Eagles have a few seconds left. We'll see what they can come up with, but it's a 7-point ball game. Robinson up ahead. She'll go to Nielsen. Nielsen the long 3. No good as the buzzer sounds, and the Buckaroos win 32-25. Boy, we had just such low scoring all game long, and then the Buckaroos come up with 14 points in the 4th quarter to pull away for a 32-25 win. Stay tuned. We'll have a post-game show. We'll wrap it up and bring you the next game. Is going to be Whitehorse against Wendover. So make sure to stay tuned for the post-game show right after this on a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of the Utah 1A Girls State Championship Tournament.
At Wyoming Dental Specialties, we specialize in orthodontics, endodontics, and oral surgery. Our endodontist is simply a tooth doctor. He performs procedures like root canals, Our orthodontist will straighten your teeth using products like braces and Invisalign. Our oral surgeons deliver specialized treatment, such as dental implants and tooth extraction. So save your time and money, stay local, and come to Wyoming Dental Specialties.
Come see why the Bear Lake Valley has become one of the hottest real estate markets in Utah. The Reserve, Bear Lake's finest resort, is a masterfully planned recreation community nestled in the beautiful Bear Lake Valley. Luxurious mountain getaways overlooking the turquoise waters of Bear Lake. With lowering interest rates, it's a great time to buy. To find out how to make the Bear Lake Valley your next home or vacation getaway, contact BearLakeRealty.com. That's BearLakeRealty.com.
Lady Buckaroos earn the victory here in the consolation round, and with that win, they'll move on to face Milford for 6th and 8th place. That game will start at 12 noon tomorrow afternoon. We'll have it right here on KADQRadio.com. The Buckaroos were led here in this one. Zoe Chadwick had 10 points. Allie Mon, big second half, 8 points. Mary Bay did not score until the fourth quarter. She had 4 points, including 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Aubrey Sheeran also 4 points in the fourth quarter. She finished with 4. Isabel Slade had 4, and Atlanta Black had 2. For the Lady Eagles of Duchesne, Michelle Giles had 4 points. Kaylee Grant had 5. Melissa Robinson 5. Shayla Giles led the way for the Eagles with 7. Alyssa Nilsson had 2. Amara Hudson 2 as well. And the Buckaroos win 32-25, the final score. And they move on. For the Eagles, that's the end of the season. And for seniors, Amara Hudson and Hannah Robinson, final games of their high school careers. So I want to wish them the best of luck in the future. Well, the next game coming up is going to be Whitehorse and Wendover. Stay tuned and keep it right here on KADQRadio.com for that basketball game. This has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media Incorporated. No portion, Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portion of this production can be rebroadcast or used without express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated.
You've been watching a Big O Tires of Evanston, Wyoming presentation of the UHSAA 1A Girls Basketball State Championship Tournament at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah, and online at KADQRadio.com, at live.ksl.com, and at watchit.deseretnews.com. Today's games were also brought to you by Cook Brothers Broadcasting and Deseret Digital Media. Thank you, and we hope you've enjoyed this presentation of Utah High School Girls Basketball.